Hi everyone, and welcome back to the RPG Framework tutorial series. Today, we're diving into a feature that brings combat to life in some of the most iconic RPGs, target locking. Think about how games like Assassin's Creed, God of War, or The Witcher make targeting seamless and combat more strategic. In this tutorial, I'll show you how to implement a target locking system in Unreal Engine 5 using motion matching. Whether you're crafting intense duels or chaotic battles, this system will elevate your game's combat precision. Let's jump in and get started. Open Player Blueprint. Find empty space. Create new custom event. Name it Target Lock Trace. We will use sphere trace for objects to trace for target to lock it. For sphere start, use actor location. For sphere end, use follow camera forward vector multiplied by some float distance. Also, you can promote this value to new variable. I'll name it Target Lock Distance. For sphere radius, enter 50. For object types, make new array and add element of type pawn to it. Also, you can set draw debug type to duration, just to see sphere while in development. Then check if there is hit result. If yes, continue function checking if hit actor is alive. If yes, this means that we have actor to lock on. Promote it to new variable and set it. Then set wants to strafe, wants to aim and wants to walk variables to true. Now go to the start of Target Lock Trace event. Add check if locked actor is valid object before everything. If it is not valid, continue to sphere trace node. If it is valid, then we will create new event that will unlock target. In this event, we should clear lock target reference and set wants to strafe and wants to aim variables to false. Then call unlock target event if locked actor is not valid at the beginning of target lock trace. This will ensure that we can toggle between target lock on and off. Now create new custom event. Name it Target Lock Tick. First, check if locked target is valid. If yes, continue by checking if locked actor is alive. If not, call unlock target event. This will ensure that we are released lock on target that is dead. Add sequence node to his valid pin. First, we need to disable use controller desired rotation. Then we will set control rotation using find look at rotation function between camera location and locked actor location. Then set actor rotation on the similar way. This time, instead of camera location, we should use actor location. Also make sure to use only roll and yaw component of look at rotation function. Use pitch from actor rotation. Now add new function. Name it as lock target. Check if lock target is valid and return Boolean value. Now go to the event tick. Add target lock tick at the end. Go to update camera function. Here at the beginning add check if wants to aim is true and there is no target to lock on. Go back to event graph. Find strafe input action. We will use this action to call target lock trace. Now, if you want to disable walk toggle when player is locking on target, just add check if neither wants to sprint or is locked target are true. You can do this for traversal action if you want to prevent it while target is locked. Now let's add some UI element that will mark locked target. Go to RPG HUD widget. Add new image. Name it target lock widget and make it variable. Set it to the center of the screen. Set size to 30 × 30. Finally select some image. I'll use this target icon. Now open RPG HUD interface. Add new function. Name it toggle target lock widget. Add one input variable of type Boolean. Name it visible. Open RPG HUD blueprint and implement this new function. Also, make sure that visibility for target lock widget is set to collapsed by default. Go back to Player Blueprint. Find Target Lock Trace event. Add Toggle Target Lock Widget function at the end. Also call this function on Target Unlock event. Let's test this. When you press strafe button when camera is facing toward enemy, you should enter in lock-on mode. Player will be always faced toward target. Also, when you defeat the enemy, target lock is released and you exit target locking mode. As you may noticed, player is locking at the exact target location, which is in our case, middle of the enemy mesh. Let's improve this by adding logic to lock on the chest of our enemy. Go to Warrior Interface. Add new function. Name it, Get Lock Point. Add one output parameter of type location. Go back to Player Blueprint. Find Target Lock Tick function. Refactor it to use function we just created instead of locked actor location. Now open Enemy Blueprint. Implement this new function. We should return location of spine_05 bone. As you can see, now player is looking on the chest of our enemy. We have one problem with turn-in-place animations. You can reproduce it when enemy strafes around player. Then this turn-in-place animation is played in a loop. Problem is in Mixamo animations, but it can be fixed in Blender using Mixamo plugin. You need to convert animations again, but this time make sure to click on Advanced Options and disable Use X, Y, Z buttons. Also, make sure to have Transfer Rotation enabled. This will ensure that root bone will have rotation but without movement in any direction. Once you finish in Blender, go back to Unreal Engine. Make a new folder and import animations. For now you only need turn animations, so I'll import only them. As a result, you need to have animations with root bone rotation but without any movement. Now enable root motion and force root lock to new animations. For better recognition, I'll add suffix to new animations. Now retarget this animations to Fortnite mannequin. Once it is done, find Sword and Shield and place Turns Pose Search Database. Open it and drag new animations to it. Now delete old animations from it. Also make sure to leave only one 180 turn animation. Then we need to add some anim notifies to new animations. Add pose search block transition and pose search override base cost bias notify states. Configure them like this. Then find Sword and Shield Run Starts Pose Search Database. Remove all turn animations from it. You should do this for Word and Shield Walk Starts Database too. Now let's test this. When the enemy is strafing around player, correct turn and place animation will be played by player character mesh component. This animations from Mixamo are rotating character for something around 90 degrees. It will be better to add more animations for rotating character by different angles like in game animation sample. However, I have hard time finding some animations we can use for free, so we will leave it with what we have from Mixamo. Now let's add logic for switching between multiple targets. First, add new C++ class of type, Blueprint Function Library. Name it, Helper Functions. Create new blueprint callable function. Name it, getNextTarget. This function should return pointer to next target actor. As input parameters it should receive array of target actors, pointer to reference actor, pointer to current target, and Boolean parameter used for selecting next target in clockwise or counterclockwise direction. Now I'll pause video to implement this function, and after that I'll explain it. Okay, let's explain how this function works. First, we need to check if inputs are valid. Then we will store reference actor location into reference location variable. Next, we should sort targets array based on angle between each array element and reference location in clockwise or opposite direction using this lambda function. For this purpose we will use two-argument arctangent function to calculate angle between target actor and reference location in xy plane. Then we will clamp this angles between 0 and 2p. Finally, we should sort targets and based on clockwise input parameter. At the end, we will get next target from the sorted targets array. Modulo operator ensures that the index wraps around, so the targets array behaves like a circular list. Now go back to Unreal Editor and compile code. Open Inputs folder and create new input action. Name it IA next target. Make sure to change value type to axis 1D. Open default mapping context and assign mouse, wheel, axis to this input. Now go to Player Blueprint. Create new function. Name it Lock Next Target. We will use multi-sphere trace for objects. For start and end location use actor location. For radius use target lock distance. Then we should check if there are hit results. If yes, we should add all alive actors to local targets array. Now use getNextTarget function we created before to set locked actor to next target. Go back to Player Blueprint. Add next input action. We should call lockNextTarget function on this input event. Now add 2 more enemies on the map. Let's test how this works now. When you lock on one target, you can use mouse wheel to move focus on next target. Mouse wheel down will focus next target in clockwise direction. Mouse wheel up will focus next target in opposite direction. That wraps up our tutorial on implementing target locking in your RPG framework. With this feature, you're one step closer to replicating the dynamic combat systems of games like Dark Souls and Assassin's Creed. I want to give a special thanks to my first Patreon supporter. Your support truly helps improving this project. Don't forget to check out the project roadmap for other planned features, linked in the description. And if you have a favorite game mechanic you'd like to see covered, drop your suggestions in the comments. Be sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.